You guys, there is a lot going on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and we need to talk about it. So if you've been under a rock for the past week or whatever, we had Cynthia Bailey announced that she's not returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, we were all speculating that she got fired. Like, we all thought that she got fired because she went on Wendy Williams. She had done another interview and things seemed kind of up in the air, and it just kind of felt like she was hinting that maybe she's not coming back, like, because she didn't get a contract yet. They've been in hiatus. They haven't been filming yet. The cast is just in shambles. So we thought Cynthia was not, you know, getting a contract to return. She was going to be fired. Turns out she did get offered a contract to be a friend of the show, and she decided to quit. She's like, you know, I've been on the show for 10 years. I had a good run. I'm just going to cut the cord completely. Now, she was thinking about not returning to the show, you know, for a while, apparently. According to her interview, like, she's been thinking about this for a while. She at first considered being a friend of the show, because that would be a good way for her to transition out and then kind of leave. But then she said I should just cut the cord, and she just is done. Now, how do you guys feel about this? I mean, I've talked about this before. If Cynthia possibly got fired, didn't come back, you know, I think Cynthia has had some really great seasons on this show. Way back when her and Peter were together, I think they've had some really great entertaining seasons. And after they got divorced and stuff like that, it really wasn't like much that Cynthia was bringing. I mean, she did find her new husband, but I feel like these shows kind of like tear down people's lives in a way. And the fact that she's newly married, she's happy, like, this is a good time for you to just be out and just enjoy your life. And she said, you know, she finished the show for 10 years and she's happily married with a brand. So it's just, you know, your life isn't in shambles. She's not, I guess she's not scrambling for coins. She's got plenty of coins and she's on her way. So I'm not mad that she's leaving, but I did like Cynthia on the show. But at the same time, it really wasn't much left of her life to give. She's given us so much. So it was kind of time for her to go. Now, we also, a couple days after that, Porsha, we've been wondering all freaking summer if she's coming back, announced that she's not coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Porsha's still going to be on Bravo because she has her own spinoff coming out. Cynthia does as well. She's doing like the Housewife All-Stars spinoff show. So Porsha's not coming back. She has her book coming out. She has her spinoff show coming out. She left Dish Nation. I don't know what's coming after those two things for Porsha though. Like what's gonna be your main job? I know she has her Pampered by Porsha sheet line, Go Naked hair, like, you know, like, but is she gonna be on TV anymore after her spinoff? Like, is she hoping to get a couple of seasons of her spinoff show? You know what I'm saying? So Porsha's out. So all the other girls, Kenya, Sheree, and Candy, what storylines do they have? Because if Porsha was going back on that show, they would have tried to tear down that girl because of the whole Simon and Fallon thing. They would have used that as their storyline, just like how the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is using Erica Jane's story as their storyline and the whole topic of the entire season. And I think it was pretty smart of Porsha not to allow that to happen and to have some boundaries, because that would mess you up mentally and mess up her marriage and her love and her happiness. Girl is clearly happy right now. So she's out. And I think she's been wanting to be out for not for a very long time, but she probably been wanting to be out for a while. You know, so maybe Simon got it like that, where she don't gotta you know, worry about the Bravo check from Housewives of Atlanta. So with Cynthia out and Porsha out, now we have Marlo as a full-time housewife. We have Sheree coming back as a full-time housewife. Candy and Kenya are coming back. I believe Drew is coming back. And they have two new housewife ladies. I think one of them is Sheree's friend. But, you know, I don't know. I think the Housewives of Atlanta is over and done with. I think it is over and done with. I did hear that they're trying to get Nene to be on like 2 episodes as a friend of Marlo and kind of talk about how she's grieving, how she's doing with all that happened with Greg. Rest in peace to Greg. But I think, and they said they're offering her a lot of money to do that, I think Nene should turn it down. And here's why. Because I don't think, like, despite the whole thing that happened between her and Bravo, like, I don't think that they should be allowed to utilize her because of the most saddest moment that's ever happened to her. Like, I don't think they should be able to use her grief as a way to increase ratings. I just, and that's all I see it as. Like, I don't think there's any dollar amount worth you trying to use her grief as a way to increase ratings, because they know if they're going to show a cameo of Nene showing up, they're going to get people to watch the season. And they're using the fact that she just had this very tragic event go on. Like, if this is true, I think it's so nasty and disgusting. So I think she should turn it down and let these girls hold their own and see if they can, you know, keep the season going on their own. I heard that Kenya almost got fired because of her whole Dancing with the Stars gig or whatever, but Kenya seems like she's on top of the world because she's on Dancing with the Stars now. So yeah, these girls really have taken this break, some of these ladies, and have spun off and done other things and just said, I may not want to do Housewives anymore. I don't know what's going on. A lot of people saying the Potomac girls are going to be taking over and Atlanta's going to be done. I mean, Atlanta's had a good run. Atlanta's had a good run. I don't think next season, I don't think season 14 with these 2 new Housewives is going to be good. I don't. If they surprise me, great, but I don't think they'll be good at all. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it's going to be good? Are you going to be watching season 14? I don't know. I may watch 1 episode, child. We won't even have Cynthia on there to say child every 5 seconds. Like, how sad. All right, guys. Bye.